You think you recognize them. They smile at you. They congratulate you. They tell you you deserve more. But something inside you tightens. It's not jealousy. It's not hypocrisy. It's colder, more precise. They don't love you. They evaluate you. They don't contradict you. They study you. And they do it in silence, as if waiting for the perfect moment to dim your light, without ever touching you directly. And you, let them. Sometimes you even care for them. You justify their gestures, their distance, their shadow. You give them access to your inner fire, thinking that sharing it will bring them closer. Until one day, you realize they used it to light their torches and burn down the refuge you built with trembling hands. How do you face them? Fake friends, toxic allies, traitors who don't use knives but silence. Machiavelli had already warned me. He wouldn't have run from this question. He would have stared the lie in the eye, and with an icy calm, he would have smiled. This isn't a revenge story. It's an immersion into lucidity, a surgery of the soul, to stop being naive and start to understand. During the Renaissance, Italy wasn't a country. It was a battlefield. Duchies, republics, empires, popes, Florence, Venice, Milan, Rome. Each city wove alliances as easily as betrayals. And in the midst of that chaos, Machiavelli lived and wrote. Contrary to what many believe, Machiavelli didn't celebrate cruelty. He simply observed with brutal clarity. In a world of masks, power belongs not to the loudest voice, but to those who understand the hidden rules of the game. Traitors aren't mistakes, they're warnings. Symptoms of a system where loyalty is just another mask and truth only appears once fear is gone. The world hasn't changed. It has only disguised itself. Letters became messages. Stabs turned into emotional indifference. Betrayals now wear elegant cuts, almost invisible. But the damage is the same: loss of trust, isolation, internal collapse. This knowledge, the one Machiavelli left behind, has been rejected by our time. Too uncomfortable, too real. Returning to Machiavelli isn't becoming paranoid. It's learning to read what your heart doesn't want to see. Sometimes protecting yourself isn't distrust. It's wisdom. Betrayal isn't always personal. Sometimes they're not betraying you. They're betraying what you represent. Your presence reminds them of everything they haven't achieved. Your calm irritates them. Your success wounds them. Your clarity becomes a silent reproach. It's not that they hate you. It's that they can't stand what you reflect. And you, naive, think you can fix it with love. You shrink. Make yourself small. Dim your light to avoid disturbing. But all you do is feed the poison. Machiavelli didn't seek approval. He sought understanding. And he knew this. Your rise exposes their fall. Your strength, their fragility. Don't apologize for growing. Don't hide your clarity to comfort those who chose to live in fog. When betrayal burns you, when injustice claws at your insides, everything in you screams, respond, clarify. Defend yourself. Prove you're right. But Machiavelli whispers something else. Stay silent. Not out of weakness. Out of strategy. In a world where everyone yells, silence is an invisible weapon. A presence the false don't know how to handle. They want your reaction. They seek your loss of control. They crave your explanations. To use your words against you. Don't give them that power. He who justifies himself diminishes himself. He who reacts disarms himself. Stay silent, observe, and let time reveal what haste tries to conceal. Because while you're silent, you'll see who rejoices in your fall, who fans the flames while you stay calm, and while the world stirs, you remain still, not out of fear, but mastery. Not everyone deserves access, and yet, You open the door too soon. Out of compassion, out of excitement, out of faith in someone else's potential. You give them access to your energy, your vision, your inner world, and then you're surprised when they use it against you. But it's not their fault. It's yours. You handed them a weapon they didn't know how to wield. Machiavelli knew, power in unstable hands becomes a threat. Not just to you, to them as well. What you give defines what you allow to be done to you. If you give intimacy too early, they'll return it as an attack. If you give responsibility to one who hasn't earned it, they'll use it to inflate their ego. If you give trust without observation, they'll mistake it for weakness. Lucidity doesn't judge, it selects. See who stays when you give nothing, who respects you when you say no, who doesn't change their face once you're no longer useful. Don't sever ties with rage, sever them with silence, and withdraw your light without looking back. They taught you to always forgive, to understand, to justify, to stay even when it hurt. But no one taught you to say enough, to protect your energy, to walk away without explanations, to be cold when you've bled too much. Coldness is not cruelty. It's a shield, a lucid decision against the emotional chaos of others. You're not running away. You're choosing. You don't need revenge, just clarity. You don't need to destroy anyone. Just stop offering your light to those who live comfortably in the shadows. Your greatest act of self-love is not to love more. It's to stop bleeding for someone who doesn't know how to hold what you give. Make silence. Withdraw. And don't look back. Not out of pride, but because now you understand. If this resonated with you, write in the comments, I choose clarity over naivety. And if it felt like someone finally put into words what you've always known deep inside, subscribe. Here we don't entertain, here we awaken. Here we don't compete, we understand. Here anything that doesn't protect you gets released. Don't become hard, become clear. Because in that clarity, your true strength is born. Now that you've seen it all, understanding is not enough. You must act, and action starts with a decision. 1. Review who you give access to. Your intimacy is not a public square. Your peace is a sanctuary. Every key must be earned. 2. Learn to say no without explanations. Each time you justify your boundary, you give others the right to negotiate it. 3. Practice strategic silence. Not everything deserves a response. Sometimes silence is the loudest word. 4. Unmask flattery. Those who praise you non-stop are building a trap disguised as a compliment. 5. Transform your anger into clarity. Don't repress it. Don't explode. Use the fire to see what you didn't want to see. 6. Choose clarity over illusion. Confusing words today are inevitable wounds tomorrow. 7. Turn your solitude into strength. Don't run from it. Dwell in it. And when you are at peace with yourself, no one can weaponize your emptiness. These aren't tips. They are weapons. And you choose whether to use them or keep handing your fire to those who never knew how to hold it.